Daytime drama tackles these social issues for the simple reason that they are very important in our lives, and they reflect society the way it is today.
Most social issues handled on daytime are superior, in my opinion, to primetime. One, we have the time to do it. We can spread it out over a period of time. And then we will usually have that social problem afflict someone that that audience loves.
We have this vast audience. We have a forum. Perhaps we have a responsibility as well, which I really felt very strongly.
Daytime drama has never been afraid to tackle the serious issues that confront us. Difficult problems that viewers struggled with in their lives often found expression on the afternoon serials. As times changed and grew more complex, Guiding Light remained true to its name and always led the way.
There is no subject that the writers are afraid to tackle, and the results are amazing. We don't always cure the problem, but we do provide enlightenment and possible solutions.
Now, in which breast did you feel the lump?
My right.
Very good to examine yourself so carefully. A lot of women don't know that it makes a difference.
Did you find something?
Yes, you do have a lump in your right breast. That's why we're going to do a mammogram.
Right from the beginning, Guiding Light has changed to the degree society has changed. And many of our storylines reflect the big picture in a smaller, much more personal way.
I'm going to do the side view, okay? So I need you to put your hand up to the bar after you get it tilted.
With the cooperation of the American Cancer Society, we were able to recreate through drama, in detail, the emotional roller coaster so many women fight.
Whenever you're dealing with a social issue or a medical issue in daytime today, you had better do your research very carefully because, you know, we have doctors, nurses, all of those people in our audience, and they're very quick to let you know when you've made a mistake. And it's part of the responsibility of telling those stories, I think.
I started doing research about what form of cancer was curable, 100% curable if caught in time, and that's uterine cancer, which is detected through the Pap smear test.
The Pap test. Yes. In the first place, it was something about which I knew nothing, and which subsequently made a great deal in helping me in my life, and it certainly meant a lot to a great many women who didn't know about the test, and it saved a lot of lives, literally.
When do you go to the hospital?
Oh, tomorrow or the next day. They'll let me know when a room is available.
Dad said you might have to have surgery.
Well, if the examination indicates surgery, I'll just stay on.
Makes sense. Dad said it wouldn't be serious.
Oh, no, of course not. It'll be kind of a vacation from this kitchen.
A lot of suspense, a lot of romance, but it was instigated by the fact that Bert had to have this surgery. And she went to her doctor not having been in 12 years. I mean, women classically didn't go back to their doctor after the birth of the last baby, the gynecologist. And so we took Bert. Bert was the typical ostrich female of America in the early 50s.
As women began to take control of their lives, so did the characters on many of the daytime dramas.
I've taken care of the pregnancy.
What do you mean you've taken care of?
I mean I had an abortion.
What do you mean you've had an abortion? What were you thinking about? How dare you?
Oh, how dare I? I'm going to bed.
I wanted that child.
Well, you wanted that child. You don't deserve that child. You don't deserve to be a father.
And as women took control of their lives, they began to change their outlooks and their priorities.
If you didn't want the baby in the first place, then why'd you even have it?
I did want...
You wanted our baby?
No, I didn't know what to do, and I just waited.
For me. You were waiting for me.
No, I didn't. I just waited too long.
Because you wanted our baby.
No, it would have been crazy to want her, Dylan. How would we have taken care of her?
I think that Harley is very emotional, and she is never going to be able to forget that she had that baby. Some people are different. Some people can live with it, and they feel good about it. They feel like, yeah, this person is raising her in a way that I never could. But I think a part of your heart must forever hold on to that child. I think if she was older, she might make another decision.
Almost from the start, our show has probed the problems of drug and alcohol addiction.
How many pills do you take a day? Well, I haven't taken any recently.
Each story has traced the character's weaknesses.
Last week? Well, not so many. 8 a day, or maybe 12.
And developed their strengths through guidance and rehabilitation.
Why did you take so many? I needed something in the morning just to get me through to lunch. And then I needed something to get me through to dinner. And then so that I could sleep. I'm scared that I'm going to fail. That I'm not going to be a good wife or a good mother. I just get so frightened. I don't recognize myself. Vanessa, it's okay. We all get scared sometimes. It's not okay, because when I get scared, I take pills.
I remember we did, early on when I was on, we did a alcoholism story where Kevin Bacon came on and was playing the troubled youth, and my character was a friend of his, and dealt with those issues in very responsible ways.
I'm not hooked on alcohol. I could stop tomorrow if I wanted to.
You know, Tim, when I walked in here this morning and saw you passed out, it brought back so many memories. Of course, most mornings I didn't even realize that it was morning because I was still so drunk from the night before that I couldn't remember where I'd been or what I'd done.
I'm not hooked on the stuff.
But you are developing a pattern of turning to the bottle every time that you can't handle the situation. Come on, say it, Tim.
I have a problem, and I need help with it.
In 1979, Guiding Light first dealt with the crime of marital rape. At that time, Holly, the character I play, faced a double trauma. The rapist was her husband, Roger Thorpe.
Roger hurt me.
Tell me everything.
I've never seen him like that.
No, I'm not going to leave you alone.
He wanted me and he hated me at the same time. Oh, God, why did I ever marry that guy? And he raped me. Today, Guiding Light is addressing the issues of sexual harassment in and out of the workplace.
What do you mean you were almost raped?
I mean, just because I'm a woman and I succeed in the world of business, which is a man's world, that somehow I've got to succeed by being a little seductive?
I'm in this.
No, it's okay. It's all right for you guys. You can schmooze and turn on the good old boy charm, and that's the way you can win your clients. But if a woman wants to compete, what does she do? Tries to be interesting, tries to be good company. And what happens? She's an easy mark. She's no good.
I didn't say that.
Look, I work hard. I work very hard, and when I come in that door at night, it's not over because I've got my little boy, I've got my father to look after, and it's so damn unfair for you men to assume that just because I'm
Just tell me one thing. Was it Pierce Daly?
Put it off, right? So you can really say that I do certain things.
Hey, darling, I don't want anything bad to happen to you at all. Hey.
When there's a serious issue like that you're confronting on daytime television, where we perforce have to do everything very quickly, it gives you a real sense of responsibility, and it makes you feel there are people out there whose lives have been touched, ruined, affected by this. You don't want to mess up. You don't want to do it superficially. You don't want to do it lightly. You want to do the best you can.
We can deal with material at much far greater depth than almost any other medium alive, possibly the Encyclopedia Britannica. And that's another reason for doing it on soap opera.
We have that wonderful luxury of the time to truly tell an issue story and all the aftermath, because the aftermath and the healing process is as important in the storytelling if you're going to reach people out there who want to believe there is a healing process. And in a movie, for instance, it would be over in 5 minutes, and that's not life. We can tell it in a much more realistic version because of the time we have.
Guiding Light, the primetime special, will continue.